Lakes Area Radio app, KDLMradio.com, the KDLM Facebook page. Pell Bank Detroit Lakes, Bluebird Books, Boys and Girls Club Thrift Store of Detroit Lakes, Bremer Bank, BTD Manufacturing, Burger King, D&D Appliance, Detroit Lakes Public Schools, the DLCCC, Detroit Lakes Public Utilities, Do Right Construction, Essentia Health, First National Bank Detroit Lakes, Foltz Buildings, Forest Hills Golf and Resort.
Detroit Lakes High School, Charlie Nolan broadcasting to you alongside Cale Daniels as we get ready for baseball this afternoon. Detroit Lakes hosting the Rocori Spartans. This is a Section 8 3A matchup. Lakers looking for their first win of the season, taking on this Rocori Spartans team who comes in with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses. They were able to sweep Fergus Falls in their last game. And Detroit Lakes, again, looking for their first win of the year, and of course, a very hungry team entering play here today, Cale. And once you get the first win, that feels so much better. But they got a tall task here today against Rocori, who's always bringing a really good baseball team.
It's like sparking a fire. When you start, you got to get the kindles. You got to get something going before you can start adding on those wins later on. So it's going to be a good precedent center if they can go out here and get that win today. Start building some momentum. It'd be great for them to do that, especially against a section opponent.
Last game that we broadcasted was against Sauk Rapids Rice, and the Lakers, it was a close game. They were able to shut down the first 6 batters and then ran into some trouble in the 3rd inning, and their offense just couldn't get going either, as the Lakers ended up losing that game 12-2 against Sauk Rapids. But, we've seen moments where the Lakers, they have the pieces. It's putting it all together, which is probably the case in most teams that are looking for a win.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I'm sure that they will find that. And it's better to have the struggles early on in the season, right? It's better than them kind of having everything together and it falling apart later. It's good, especially on the high school level, as they start to figure these things out early on in the season. It lets them know, hey, we ran into these struggles early on, and now we know how to fix it.
Pregame show is brought to you by Snap Fitness in Detroit Lakes. Coming up on our Snap Fitness pregame show, we'll meet the starters for both sides. We'll also take a look at the defensive positionings, as well as you're just about ready for some Laker baseball right here on the station. You can count on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV 3.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Shopping for a new vehicle? Be sure to check out the new trucks and SUV selection at Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Muscatel's has the selection, experience, and trusted reputation, ensuring that you will get the very best deal available. Whether you're buying or leasing, check out Muscatel GMC, online or in person. Muscatel GMC on Highway 10 in Detroit Lakes. GMC, we are professional grade.
Planning your golf outings for the season? Come play Black Diamond Golf Course at Forest Hills Resort, Minnesota's only black sand course. Challenge yourself on our beautiful 18-hole championship layout where rolling hills, scenic wetlands, and towering oak forests make every hole unforgettable. Perfect for golfers of all skill levels, Black Diamond delivers a round you won't find anywhere else. Book your tee times today and come experience golf the way it was meant to be at Black Diamond. Black Diamond Course at Forest Hills Resort.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
$5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way. $5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way.
Snap Fitness of Detroit Lakes is the only locally owned 24/7 fitness club in the Lakes area. Snap Fitness has month-to-month memberships, meaning no long-term contracts or club enhancement fees. Work out on your own time, even with a busy schedule. Looking for a class that will motivate and push you? Check out the Snap Fitness Boot Camp with Coach Carly. If you sign up this month, you'll receive a Lakers card. With MyZone technology, Snap Fitness helps you stay on track and reach your fitness goals. Proud supporter of Laker Athletics. Membership subject to a one-time enrollment fee. Snap Fitness, Detroit Lakes.
And welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School, getting ready for baseball this afternoon. The Lakers hosting the Rocori Spartans. Taking a look at the Lakers' positioning defensively. Starting on the mound today, it's Dylan Barker for the Lakers. Behind the plate, it's Corbin Crump at first base, Holden Riding, Caden Salber at second, Hudson Goodrich at short, Wesley Berg at third. Outfield from left to right, Hank Schlotteroff in left, Hatch in center, and Landon Germain in right field. Batting order for the Lakers, leading off, and the designated hitter is Noah Germain. Batting second and pitching, Dylan Barker. Batting third at first base, Holden Riding. Batting fourth, shortstop Hudson Goodrich. Batting fifth is Landon Germain. Batting sixth, Eli Hatch. Batting seventh, Wesley Berg. Batting eighth, Caden Salber. And batting ninth, Corbin Crump. And Hank Schlotteroff is being hit for by Noah Germain. Looking at Rocori's starting defensive players. On the mound, it's Logan Adams. Behind the plate, Charlie Upgren. First base, Max Fredine. Second base is Noah Olmscheid. Shortstop is Cal Hang. Third base, Blake Kelly. Outfield is Xander Folkerts in left, Caleb Maddox in center, and Nolan Van Looy in right field. And the designated hitter for Rocori is Cooper Notch. Lineup is Cal Hang leading off. Batting second is Caleb Maddox. Batting third, Cooper Notch. Batting fourth, Xander Folkerts. Batting fifth, Noah Olmscheid. Batting sixth, Nolan Van Looy. Batting seventh, Max Fredine. Logan Adams bats eighth, and the last hitter is Blake Kelly. He's the 9th spot. The pitcher for the Rocori Spartans is Logan Adams, and this is his first career start. Talking with head coach of the Spartans about how this is Adams' first start. He's a sophomore, so a big spot here for Logan Adams to get his first start against a section opponent on the road.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's always a good confidence giver when you come in a big game like this. You know, we're early on in the season, but it feels like when you get to those sectional games, every game counts. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's a little chilly out here today. We're looking at lower 40s with a little bit of wind, making it feel cooler. But I got a feeling things are going to heat up tonight.
Yeah, temps right now 40s. I got 47 on my phone. Feels like 44 with the wind. overcast skies. There is some smoke in the air as well. I don't know if that'll affect things at all, but definitely some cooler temps here for baseball, which you might expect in April. You never know. Some days it's 70, some days it's 40.
Minnesota,
right?
am I right? It was a little bit of snow this morning.
There was
as
snow.
well. So,
yeah.
I don't think we'll get any more of that tonight. But I don't want to say anything. I probably should maybe knock on some wood here quick. I don't know.
You might have jinxed it. So.
I think I may have. Well, I'll make a prediction then. I'll say Detroit Lake loses then, and then I'll jinx that too. Or maybe it'll offset, right?
Sure.
Okay, we'll go
Makes
with that.
sense to me. We'll see the Lakers take on the Rocori Spartans here this afternoon, just moments away from first pitch. Our Snap Fitness pregame show continues after this right here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Shopping for a new vehicle? Be sure to check out the new trucks and SUV selection at Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Muscatel's has the selection, experience, and trusted reputation, ensuring that you will get the very best deal available. Whether you're buying or leasing, check out Muscatel GMC, online or in person. Muscatel GMC on Highway 10 in Detroit Lakes. GMC, we are professional grade.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Your shoreline's looking a little sad. J&K Marine fixes that with Beach King docks and lifts built to handle the real lake life. Solid, steady, no wobble, no worries, just a place that actually keeps up with your weekends. Because, let's be honest, the dock, that's where it all goes down. Coffee at sunrise, cannonballs by noon, stories that get better after sunset. Swing in, talk to the guys, get it done, and turn your shoreline into the place where everybody shows up. Beach King docks and lifts at J&K Marine.
Detroit Lakes Public Utilities, your community-owned, locally operated energy provider, wants to help you cut energy costs and support a more efficient future. With Bright Energy Solutions, you can add rebates on energy-efficient changes made in your home or business. From simple upgrades to bigger improvements, we're here to help you save. Contact Detroit Lakes Public Utilities today to learn how you qualify. We're proud to power a community full of talent, dedication, and true Laker pride. Good luck, Lakers!
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
And we'll get back here to Detroit Lakes High School, getting ready for first pitch. The Rocori Spartans and Detroit Lakes Lakers doing battle. Game one of our doubleheader. We'll have just the first game on the airwaves here today. Glad to have you along here for it. That's been our Snap Fitness pregame show. First pitch is next here from Detroit Lakes High School. You're listening to Laker Baseball here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
TV3 is your home for great local programming. We give a voice to our local communities. You can watch on Arvik Cable, on our website, YouTube, and Facebook page.
Layton Media offers a radio corral of 26 stations, including Real Country 102, Wave 104.1, Today's Best Music, Lakes 99.5 Classic Hits, KJ Country 96.5, and KDLM. Follow on social media and stream your favorite Layton Media radio station wherever you are with the Lakes Area Radio app.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Raina Bierke, with American Family Insurance of Detroit Lakes, is proud of her dedicated staff. They're here to provide you with the best personal service and protection for what matters most, you and your family. Licensed in 5 states and ready to help you with home, auto, life, and business insurance needs. Stop by their office on Veterans Memorial Parkway, right next to Caribou Coffee. They'd love to meet you in person. Raina Bierke, American Family Insurance, where family is their middle name. And good luck to all Laker athletes from Raina Bierke, American Family Insurance.
Looking for the best place to fuel up before the game or celebrate after the win? Head to Bleachers Bar and Grill, home of the best burgers in town, stacked, juicy, and grilled to perfection, just the way game day should taste. Games on big screens everywhere, cold drinks flowing, and the food way better than anything at the stadium. It's meat raffle season. Wednesdays and Fridays at 6, plus Trivia Wednesdays and Bingo Fridays. Bleachers Bar and Grill, always the best place to catch the game, so grab your buddies and come on over.
Welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School, getting ready for first pitch. The Lakers taking on the Rocori Spartans. Lakers wearing the home white jerseys, white pants, red hats, red numbers, red letters. Rocori in the red tops with white pants, black helmets in their when batting, white hats in the field. In Laker defensively, look like this. Dylan Barker pitching for the Lakers. Corbin Crump behind the plate. Holden Riding at first. Caden Salber at second. Hudson Goodrich at short. Wesley Berg at third. Hank Schlotteroff in left field. Eli Hatch in center. And Landon Germain in right field for the Lakers. Batting order for Rocori looks like this. Cal Hang leads off. He's a shortstop. Batting second, center field, Caleb Maddox. Batting third, DH, Cooper Notch. The left fielder and batting fourth is Xander Folkerts. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Noah Olmscheid. Batting sixth, and in right field, Nolan Van Looy. Batting seventh at first base, Max Verdeen. Batting eighth and pitching is Logan Adams. Batting ninth at third base, Blake Kelly. And the catcher for Rocori is Charlie Upgren for the Rocori Spartans, who enter play at 4-3 overall. Swept Fergus Falls in their most recent game. Detroit Lakes coming in with a record of 0-7 entering play today. Fergus Falls, Rocori talked about how they were good defensively in their last game, but they've struggled a little bit offensively, and so they're hoping to clean that up in the ball game here today with Detroit Lakes, trying to get the bats going. Dylan Barker, nice pitcher for this Laker team, a guy who can find the strike zone, don't have to worry about too many walks, and so see what today brings.
Charlie, if you're going in as a team like the Lakers are today, that's maybe been struggling to find the success, what are you looking for when you start this game? What's the kind of tempo, maybe kind of a flow, cohesion?
Sure. I think you just have to take it a pitch at a time. I know it's cliche, but just taking it a pitch at a time. Don't try to do too much in the batter's box. And I feel like the Lakers offensively, they can be a little bit more patient in the batter's box. Might lead to a little more success. I feel like sometimes they get in there, they want to do too much, and just let the game come to them from what I've seen so far from this Laker team.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
First pitch was 4:06. Overcast skies, temps in the mid-40s here in Detroit Lakes. The batter is Cal Hang, and he is down the count here. Barker down on the count here. 2 balls and no strikes to Cal Hang. 2-0 pitch to Hang is going to miss outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Just as I mentioned how Barker did a great job controlling the strike zone. Off to a little rough start here in this first batter. Righty versus lefty matchup. The 3-0 pitch taking all the way is Hang. It's a called strike, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Dylan Barker to Cal Hang. 3-1 pitch, ripped to Holden Riding. He backhands it at first base, underhands it to Barker, covering the bag at first, and gets the out. Ground out to first base, retires Cal Hang, and that's the first out. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by BTD Manufacturing. Pre-game show is brought to you by Snap Fitness. Caleb Maddox at the plate. He's the center fielder for Rocori. Righty versus righty matchup. Keys of the game brought to you by Ameriprise Financial, Carrier and Vardy, and as talking with Cale, just letting the game come to the Lakers here tonight. Try to do too much, and that goes defensively as well. Just make the routine plays and don't get caught throwing the ball around the infield. Sometimes that happens, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Foul ball to Caleb Maddox, and the 0-1 pitch is a called strike 2, 0-2. So Barker way ahead in the count here, 0-2 to Caleb Maddox. Pitch is outside and low, 1-2. Holden Riding got the first out. He made a nice play at first base, backhand stab. Dylan Barker doing a nice job coming over, covering the base. That's a great breaking pitch thrown to Maddox, and it's called strike 3. There's 2 gone.
Absolutely. Shaking off some of those nerves, I'm assuming, right? You know, some of the first pitches, you got to be a little bit nervous, even if you're later into the season. You know, it's got to come up on you.
Yeah, fell behind 3-0 and then battled back, got the first out, and then a strikeout on Caleb Maddox, and now Cooper Notch at the plate. Notch watches this one sail up high, 1-0. Notch, the designated hitter for Rocori. Another right-handed batter. 1-0 pitch. Checked his swing. Did not go, said the umpire. 2-0. I do like the Rocori jerseys. They got the cursive lettering across the center plate. Looks sharp.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Pitch misses outside. 3-0. Good hitters count here. See if Notch is given the green light on 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Caught the outer half of the plate for a strike, 3-1. Base is empty, 2 away. Top of the first inning. Cooper Notch at the plate for Rocori. Heading the count here, 3-1. Pitch by Barker is a called strike 2. So from 3-0 to 3-2. See if Barker can get a 1-2-3 top half of the first inning. The 3-2 pitch from Barker. Ooh, ducks underneath. It just went over the head that time of Cooper Notch as he ducked out of the way of that high pitch, and it's a walk. So Notch reaches base via a walk, and now Xander Folkerts at the plate. He's the cleanup hitter, left fielder today. Right-handed batter versus the right-handed pitching Dylan Barker. Runner takes off from first. Crump not going to throw it down, couldn't get the ball from his glove. So a stolen base for Cooper Notch. Now a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Ball, no strike count to Xander Folkerts. 1-0 pitch, ripped back up the middle. That's down for a base hit. This should score the runner from second. He's being waved in. Run will come in to score. 1-0. 2-out single for Xander Folkerts. Drives in the runner from second base, and the Rocori Spartans take an early lead, 1-0. Ball ripped right back up the middle. Nobody had a chance at that except for the center fielder, Eli Hatch, and it dropped in front of him. So it's an RBI single, and it goes to show you, Cale, about those 2-out walks, keeping the inning going, and then we had the stolen base that put the runner at second, and then a hit to the outfield scores them with ease.
Yeah, especially in baseball, just a little momentum can just change things, and you got to kind of stop that if you're playing defensive. You really want to try and snuff out any fire you can find.
Next batter is Noah Olmscheid. He's the second baseman for the Spartans. Runner takes off. Crump throws to second. Throw is not in time. A stolen base for Xander Folkerts. So once again, runner in scoring position. The pitch was a called strike. Count is 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to count to Noah Olmscheid with now a runner at seconds. Folkerts stole second base. It was a pretty good throw by Crump, but just not in time. Out at second. 1-0 our score, top of the first. Ground ball foul over towards the Rocori dugout. Count is now 0-2 to Olmscheid, second baseman. Lakers trying to limit the damage to just 1 run here in the top half of the first. Oh, 0-2 pitch misses up. 1-2. It feels like the wind blowing out to left field. Is that what you got?
Yeah, no, I got it going right to left, yeah.
Runner takes off from second. Throw to third is not in time. Aggressive base running by Folkerts to steal third with 2 outs.
Yeah, they've been getting pretty aggressive pretty early in the game here with that base run. It's been paying off really well for them. The
old rule, never to make the last out at third base, but Rocori feeling confident to steal third. Now 2-2 pitch is a bender that crosses the plate. Strikeout. So the Spartans do strike for 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. Go to the bottom of the first inning on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. Rocori leads 1-0. Lakers turn when we come back. Noah Germain, Dylan Barker, and Holden Riding do up when we return. You're listening to Laker Baseball on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Come check out the Boys and Girls Thrift Store and More of Detroit Lakes. They've got the largest selection of thrift family apparel in the upper Midwest, all at low, low everyday prices. The B&G Thrift Store and More has been voted the best thrift discount store in the Lakes area. From truckload sales to outdoor living furniture to thrift items, they cover everything you could possibly want. Shop Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 7, Sundays 10 a.m. to 5. The Boys and Girls Thrift Store and More is a proud supporter of all Laker athletics.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School. Charlie Newland broadcasting to you alongside Cale Daniels and our director tonight, Rylan Mills, as we bring you this broadcast here on KDLM and also on YouTube. Appreciate you tuning in, however you are tuning in. As Noah Germain will be the first batter to greet Logan Adams, making his first career varsity start. Scouting report that I got from Coach about Logan Adams. He's a hard thrower, definitely has a good fastball. Leans on that heavily here in this ball game. This pitch misses up and in on Noah Germain. That was a fastball.
Good reaction time, though. I gotta give him that at the very least. And they've been starting off pretty aggressive. I wonder if that's going to continue on the defense for these fastballs. It might kind of just go that way today.
1-0 pitch to Noah Germain and slapped foul over towards the high school, over towards the concession stand. Head up. Takes a bounce, hits the concession stand, I believe, or just past the concession stand.
Hopefully all the hot dogs are okay, right?
Hot coffee would sound pretty good right now. Warm the hands up at least. 1-1 pitch, ground ball, shortstop. That's hanging up with it. Throw to first in time. 6-3 ground out, retires Noah Germain, and there's 1 away. Next batter is Dylan Barker. Let's take a look at the batting order for the Lakers, if we can pull that up real quick. The Lakers with Noah Germain leading off. He just grounded out. Dylan Barker bats second. Batting third at first base, Holden Riding. Batting fourth, Hudson Goodrich. Batting fifth, Landon Germain. Batting sixth, Eli Hatch. Batting seventh, Wes Berg. Caden Selber bats eighth, and Corbin Crump batting ninth. At the plate, Dylan Barker fouls this one away. Count is 0-1 to Dylan Barker. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Righty versus righty matchup. The pitch by Adams to Dylan Barker. It's a called strike two. Good pitch. Way ahead in the count here is Adams on Dylan Barker. Base is empty. One away. 0-2 pitch coming up to Dylan Barker. Fouled back. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Ground ball, third base. Up with it is a third baseman, Kelly. Throw to first, it's off the mark. It's an E5. Barker rounds first, he'll go to second. And he's in standing at second base after the error by third baseman Blake Kelly. So runner now in scoring position here for the Lakers. Holden Riding at the plate. That's just cold afternoon. Third baseman trying to grip that ball, and when your hand is so cold, sometimes you can't grip it cleanly. I think that might have been the problem there for Blake Kelly, the third baseman.
Yeah, we absolutely cannot underestimate the effects that weather is going to have in a game like this. It's not too cold, but it's not warm.
Pitch to Holden Riding. Really good hitter for this Laker team. Just fouls it away. Count is 0-1. At Riding, he has just been the steady Eddie for this Laker team, offensively, defensively. Has a chance here to drive in the first run of the game for the Lakers. He's at the plate. Barker at second. The 0-1 pitch to Holden Riding from Logan Adams. Riding rips it foul away over towards the wrestling room. 0-2. Wrestling room located behind home plate. We're right behind home plate as well. Right up against the fence. Madison Avenue to our backs as well. Oh no, Barker's caught in a rundown. Rundown between second and third, and Barker is going to be tagged out. That's a pickoff move. Really nice play by Adams. And those are the errors, too, that the Lakers have faced this year. We get a runner in scoring position, and really no excuse to get picked off at second base, and that's exactly what happened. So there's two gone. Here with Holden Riding at the plate, 0-2 count. I think the unforced errors, too, we've seen that a few times. Base running gaffes by this Laker team. Just got to be smarter on the base paths. 0-2 pitch. Called strike three. So what started off as a promising bottom of the first, Lakers go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. After one inning of play on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, it's the Rocori Spartans 1, Detroit Lakes 0. You're listening to Laker Baseball right here on the station. You can count on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes wants to wish the Lakers good luck in the high school sports season. Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes salutes Laker sports and its great tradition. The Lakers have shown us how hard work, dedication, and teamwork is what it takes to succeed. At Sanford Clinic, they resemble those of the athletes with passion, courage, and strength. Sanford Health, Detroit Lakes, open Monday through Saturday, 218-846-2000.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
All right, welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School. Listening to Laker Baseball. Detroit Lakes trailing 1-0 to the Rocori Spartans after one inning. Nolan Van Looy due up first here for the Spartans at 6, 7, and 8 due up here for Rocori. They scored a run on one hit and left one runner on base in the first inning.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to be in a good position like that, where you've got, a little bit of wiggle room. You got a runner on second, and to make an error when Rocori's really been doing a good job with their base running and stealing the bases, to turn around and not be able to really match that. It is tough for the Lakers,
Yeah, talking about the bottom of the first inning when the Lakers got picked off at second. There was that run down and put an end to any momentum in that half inning. As Dylan Barker delivers the first pitch to Nolan Van Looy, and it's going to miss in the dirt. 1 ball and no strike. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to Nolan Van Looy. Pitch misses outside, 3-0. Were you a baseball player, Cale?
No. I played a little t-ball growing up, though.
That counts.
I think it counts, right?
No beer league softball even?
Oh, no, just beer.
3-0 pitch is a called strike, 3-1. I always enjoyed my time playing baseball. Played second base, and spring sports, you don't have a whole long season like you do in the winter sports season. A quick season, so you got to fit in a lot of games in a short amount of time. As Nolan Van Looy awarded first base on a 4-pitch walk. And the next batter is Max Verdeen.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Those spring sports, they really do come up on you quick. I ran track in high school, and it feels like, with the end of the school year, everything feels really sped up as well.
Nice pitch there by Barker right over the plate. Strike one to Max Verdeen. Speaking of track, there's a big track meet going on over at Mollberg Field. Lots of traffic on Madison Avenue and North Shore Drive. Barker steps off, takes a look at the base runner at first. That's Nolan Van Looy. No throw over, just a check back. 0-1 count to Max Verdeen. Barker comes set. Long look. 0-1 pitch, runner takes off. High pitch, throw down to second with the runner taking off. He gets in safely. So runner in scoring position. Again, the aggressive base running by Rocori continues here into the second inning.
Yeah, no, they've been doing a really good job, and there's not much the Lakers have been doing to stop it so far.
1-1 pitch. It's a called strike. 1-2. It's a pretty good throw by Crump, but it was just a really good jump by Nolan Van Looy. Good speed by Van Looy as well to get to second base. Here's a ball popped up, foul. Crump will make the catch in foul territory. Base runner at second, almost tagged for a moment. Then he goes back to second base. So Verdeen pops out in foul territory. There's one away. Good play by Corbin Crump coming out of the crouch. It's tough for a catcher to come out of the crouch and then try to find where that ball is. Tracks it down in foul territory for the first out here in the top of the second inning.
Luckily, there's some clouds in the sky.
A swing and a miss, strike one. Pitcher Logan Adams at the plate. Yeah, don't really have to contend with the sun too much today, although the sun trying to make its way through the cloud cover. Runner takes off from second. Throw down by Crump is not in time. It was close, but I think it popped out of the glove of Wesley Berg. If that would have stayed in the glove of Berg, I think they had him out.
And if
is that the way you saw it?
I saw it the same way, and I think they've been running a lot on the higher pitches. I think they're getting advantage of him having to kind of take a little extra time to get that and control it. So they've been really liking running on those higher ones today.
Usually that benefits the catcher when it's a high pitch, come out of the crouch easier, but again, I think it's just the speed of Rocori. They don't care, regardless of where the pitch is thrown or if it's a fastball. They're running on anything.
Well, that's the thing. They're playing their game, and Dale's going to have to try to make them play their game. They're going to want to try to find some success today.
Yeah, Rocori being ultra aggressive on the base pass. 3-1 pitch, chopped off the foot, foul. 3-2. So being from Wisconsin, were you a Brewers fan then growing up? Or?
I was a Twins fan, actually. That's the only Minnesota sports, besides obviously the Wild, that I really associated with. I used to go to a lot of Twins games. It is just so much fun out there, no matter what.
3-2 pitch, ground ball, shortstop, Goodrich. Fields it, throws the first, is low. Riding can't dig it out of the dirt. It's a low throw. It's an E6. Runner from third able to score. And it's now 2-0, and reaching base safely is Logan Adams. I'm going to give the air to Goodrich on that. I think that throw should have been a little higher up. And Riding tried to dig it out, got a piece of it, but couldn't dig it out cleanly. So an E6. That's the first error committed by the Lakers today. So 2-0 our score. Runner at first. We have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Mateo Ruiz, coming in to courtesy run for Logan Adams. Runner takes off. Ball hit opposite field, right field, and down for a hit. Ruiz round second. He might try to score. They're waving him in from third, and no throw to the plate. 3-0 Rocori leads on an opposite field hit by the number 9 batter, Blake Kelly. It's an RBI single. And how about Ruiz going from first to home on that hit into right field?
Like you said, they are flexing their speed today. They must maybe switch some shoes today. Maybe they got the speedsters on because, they are flying out there today.
3-0 Rocori leads. Go to the top of the order. Cal Hang, the next batter. Pitch misses upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Hang grounded out to first base in his first appearance. That was a tough play. Landon Germain gave it a good look in right field. He ran as hard as he could to try to catch up that ball, but it fell into the gap between right and center. This ball's hit into right field as well. That's going to get down, and it'll roll all the way to the fence. Rounding third and coming in to score is Kelly. And it's now 4-0 as rounding second and going to third is Hang. It's an RBI triple for Cal Hang, and the Rocori Spartans lead 4-0. So an RBI triple for Cal Hang. Kelly able to score from second. And Hang, he did not stop. He kept going, rounding second base.
I think he wanted it all.
Yeah, he could almost had an inside the park home run. It was a good throw to third, but Hang beats out the tag. 4-0, Rocori leading. Good bender by Barker for a strike, 0-1. Caleb Maddox, the next batter, he struck out looking in his first appearance. Another tough ball to track there for Landon Germain in right field. I think he came in on it a little bit as this ball plunks Caleb Maddox. It'll be runners at the corners after a hit batter. And when you get hit by a pitch on a cold day like that today, it does not feel good.
No doubt.
That one was a breaking pitch, though.
You could see a little frustration on his face when he turned back to toss his bat. He didn't like that one too much, I don't think.
He's going to leave a mark. Runners at the corners. We got a mound visit. Corbin Crump coming out to talk to his pitcher, Dylan Barker. Double play gets the Lakers out of this half inning. Probably turn two up the middle, and if it's hit to the corner, take a look at the runner at third, see if he's going to try to test it, throw home if he does. If not, just get the double play, or at least get one out. With the speed that we've seen from Rocori, any ball hit, it's going to make it for a tough double play attempt.
No doubt.
Batter is Cooper Notch, and the runner takes off from first, and taking second is Caleb Maddox. No throw down. So Notch at the plate. He walked and scored a run in the first inning. Runners at second and third, and after Maddox stole second. Pitch in the dirt. Good block by Corbin Crump. And the count is now 2-0. I'd like to see Goodrich and Salber, they're backing up every throw to the pitcher just in case one sneaks past the pitcher and gets into the outfield trying to prevent the runner from third to take off. Another pitch that misses low, and now 3-0. The cleanup hitter, Xander Folkert's on deck. Tough start here for the Lakers. 3 runs have come across here in the second inning to go along with 1 run in the first inning, as this is a 4-pitch walk. Notch reaches base safely. And now the cleanup hitter, Xander Folkerts, he's already got 1 RBI to his credit today. Has a chance to drive them all in, including himself. Good power hitter for this Rocori team. First pitch to Folkerts, ripped to the third baseman Berg. He touches the base at third for 1. Throw to first in time! Double play. Nice play by Wesley Berg. Touches the bag at third and alertly throws it across the diamond. So put out at third base, and then the 5-3 ground out, getting out Folkerts. So the Lakers able to get out of harm's way. The Lakers loaded up the bases, but get a double play to end the top of the second inning. And so our score after an inning and a half, it's 4-0. Rocori leading on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. Due up for the Lakers when we return. Hudson Goodrich, Landon Germain, and Eli Hatch due up. You're listening to Laker Baseball on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Good luck, Lakers, from Bluebird Books in Detroit Lakes. Bluebird Books carries new books for all ages and interests. They also have a great assortment of local art, candles, cards, candy, and many other gift items. Their friendly and experienced staff can help with book recommendations for yourself or for a gift. And if they don't have the book you're looking for, they'd be happy to order it for you. Bluebird Books is open 7 days a week, located on Washington, downtown Detroit Lakes, and online at www.bluebirdbooks.store.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School. 4-0 our score. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Hudson Goodrich at the plate, shortstop. Facing off against Logan Adams. First pitch swinging, and he fouls it away. And over towards the concession stand. 0-1.
I'm happy to report the concession stand remains upright for now.
Good.
We'll see.
Keep an eye on it for me, would you? 0-1 pitch to Goodrich. Inside, 1-1. So for the next 2 years, this will be our home, according to Coach Golseth, with Washington Park going under renovations. 1-1 pitch is a called strike 2. That'll be a great renovation when that's all said and done. It definitely was needed. Place for everybody to be proud to play baseball at, to watch baseball, and to broadcast baseball too. Definitely has been in need of some upkeep, and glad the hard work of people here in Detroit Lakes. Here's the ball grounded back up the middle. I think it hit Logan Adams, and reaching base safely is Goodrich. Hopefully Adams is okay. It's an infield single for Hudson Goodrich. And I think, did you see that?
Yeah,
Did it hit the pitcher there?
It looks like it bounced off his leg, which cannot feel good to get a little Charlie horse in a chilly temperature like that. But at the very least, in temperatures like this, you probably don't need ice, right? You know, it'll take care of itself.
There's that. So ground ball that hit the pitcher. Goodrich reaches base safely. That's the first hit of the game for the Lakers. Oh, and Goodrich dives back on a pickoff attempt. The throw gets away. Goodrich will take second. He'll take a look at the ball getting back in the infield, so he'll stand at second after a pitch throw by the pitcher. Went off the mark trying to pick off Goodrich.
A good job capitalizing on that for sure. You know, it brings a little bit of momentum. Now you're in a position, a much better looking position.
Runner at second. The batter is Landon Germain. Swings at the first pitch and misses. 0-1. It's a good heater that time from Logan Adams, a sophomore pitcher making his first career varsity start on the mound. Bottom of the second, 4-0. Rocori leads. Lakers threatening, though, with runner at second. One pitch misses outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike count to Landon Germain, right fielder. The pitch by Adams misses low, 2-1. Impressed with Landon Germain. He had a home run in the Fergus Falls game. And he just brings a lot of patience to the plate and has some power too. 2-1 pitch to Germain. Pops it up, foul and out of play. Count is 2-2. Two balls, two strikes to Landon Germain. Logan Adams, the pitcher. See if he goes fastball here. Yes, he does. Up in the zone, and Germain unable to catch up with it. Second strikeout for Logan Adams, and there's one gone. Eli Hatch, next batter. That high fastball, just too much. You try to catch up to it, and by the time you try to react, it's too late. Germain, knowing that he had to protect with two strikes, couldn't catch up to that fastball up in the zone. So there's one out here in the bottom of the second, and Eli Hatch, the senior center fielder, at the plate. He watches this fastball miss upstairs for ball 1-0.
Yeah, like you said, patience is going to be a big part. You know, if Detroit Lakes wants to get back in here, they're going to have to play a slower, patient game, slowly building back up, matching their score. I think it can be done for sure. It just has to be started by something here.
Yeah, especially with a sophomore pitcher. That ball gets wedged into the fence here at DLHS. It's one ball down. Kale, can you climb up there and grab that?
I'll see what I can do.
It's wedged up against the fence behind home plate. One ball, one strike count to Eli Hatch. In the dirt, good block by the catcher, Charlie Upgren. Count goes to 2-1. Two and one to Eli Hatch. 4-0, Lakers trailing. Bottom of the second inning. Ground ball back up the middle. Shortstop, tough play for Hang, and he can't field it cleanly. And they're going to round third and come in to score. So Lakers get on the scoreboard as Goodrich able to score from second. Tough play for the shortstop. Hang, he had to come in, try to charge that ball, and he olayed it. Did not come up with it cleanly, and everybody safe. Goodrich able to score from second. The infield single by Eli Hatch. Hatch at first base. 4-1 our score. Lakers on the scoreboard. Wesley Berg at the plate. Pitch to Berg, misses outside for ball 1-0. Ripped into left field. That one is going to hang up there long enough for the left fielder Folkerts to make the catch. A line out to left retires Berg, and there's two gone. It's a good piece of hitting there by Berg. Just might have hit it a little bit too hard. Folkerts able to read it nicely off the bat and make the catch. Second out. Now Caden Selber at the plate. He's the second baseman. Runner at first, two away. Not much of a lead for Hatch. Throw to home is a called strike. 0-1. 1 strike count to Caden Selber. 1 pitch inside. 1-1. Job by Selber to get out of harm's way. 1-1 pitch, pickoff attempt rather, and Hatch back in safely at first. One pitch, ground ball, third base. Up with it is Kelly, throw to first, in time. 5-3 ground out, retires Selber. The Lakers do strike for 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 runner left on base. We go to the top of the third. Due up for the Spartans when we return. It'll be 5, 6, 7 batters due up. Rocori leads 4-1 as we go to the top of the third. You're in tune to KDLM Detroit Lakes and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV 3.
John here from Channy's 2 in Detroit Lakes, your trusted local auto shop for over 50 years. As the Lakers hit their athletic season, making sure your car is ready is a must. The Channy's 2 team is here to keep your vehicle performing at its best with honest, affordable, and reliable service. If you're heading to the arena or traveling out of town, the Channy's 2 team has your back for all your travels. Whether it's tires, brakes, engine repair, suspension alignment, or AC service, we're honored to serve you with reliable and expert car care. It's what we do at Channy's 2, 847-4252.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
And welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School. Charlie Newland broadcasting to you alongside Cale Daniels and our director, Rylan Mills, as we go into the top of the third inning. 4-1 our score. Detroit Lakes trailing Rocori. Thoughts so far, Cale?
Yeah, it's been Rocori's game. They're playing at their tempo. It was a nice inning there for DL, but again, they've got to kind of build that momentum and stick with it. It seems like whenever anything starts to get going, Rocori kind of snuffs it out. So it's going to be really important for them to get a good, consistent, and like you said, patient play style really going here today.
Yeah, it was a good, not a great second inning. They gave up 3 runs, but could have been worse as the Spartans did load the bases in the second inning, but the Lakers got an inning-ending double play. Stranded the bases loaded for the Spartans, so Lakers still within still within range here. They did score a run in the second inning themselves, so 4-1 our score. The batter is Noah Olmscheid. Pitch misses up high, 1-1 the count. Olmscheid struck out looking in his last at-bat. This ball hit into center field. This one has a chance. Retreating is Hatch, and that's off the fence in center. Olmscheid rounds first. He'll go into second, sliding head first, and he's safe at second. Double to begin the third inning for Rocori. That ball had a chance, but missed the home run by a couple of feet.
Jeez, and they have been so good at beating them on the base. I mean, Rocori's been able to get there almost every single time.
Yeah, they know exactly their range, and they're not afraid to test their limits as well for speed and on the base paths. As Barker delivers a pitch to Van Looy and say swing and a miss, strike 1. So runner at second to begin the third inning. Their leadoff double by Noah Olmscheid. Nolan Van Looy, he walked and scored in the second inning. 4-pitch walk the last time he was at the plate. Count of 1-1. Van Looy, the right fielder. There we get some sunshine. Barker comes set. The 1-1 pitch. No, he's going to step off the rubber and take a look at Olmscheid at second. pitch, ground ball, shortstop. Goodrich can't field it. And being waved in to score is Olmscheid. And he will score on an RBI single by Nolan Van Looy. And it's 5-1 Rocori.
No, and that's such a tough miss as well. You could tell the second that it went past his glove, he knew he should have got that one.
Yeah, he never made contact with it, so it won't be an error, but definitely one that I think Goodrich wishes he could have had back. And those kind of things happen when you're 0-7 in the season. Those routine plays just don't work, and try to help out your pitcher. This ball's fouled back. 0-1. Max Fredine at the plate. He popped out to the catcher in his last appearance. Runner takes off from first. His ball is popped up. Playable for riding. Base runner at first has to retreat. He's not able to do so. They're doubled up. So a pop out by Fredine. And then Van Looy, who was running on the pitch, he couldn't make it back to first in time. So a pop out, and then Van Looy caught between first and second without tagging. It's a double play, and there's now two gone. Logan Adams. That's the one drawback when you're so aggressive. All put in the air like that, you can't make it back to the bag.
No doubt. Those mistakes can turn big quick.
5-1 our score. Breaking pitch that misses up to Logan Adams. Adams reached on an error back in the second. His courtesy runner, Mateo Ruiz, came in to score. There's a bender that misses outside. Nobody on the base path, so it's just a wild pitch. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Base is empty, 2 away. Top of the third, 5-1, Rocori leads. The 2-0 pitch outside, 3-1. Or 3-0, I should say. Three balls, no strikes. Adams takes it for a strike, 3-1. Pitch popped up, foul, and out of play. We're towards the Laker dugout. So now 3-2. So a good battle back here by Dylan Barker to get back into this count. See if he can get the punch out here. Looking for his third strikeout. And ground ball back to the pitcher. Barker fields it off the mound, throw to first in time. 1-3 ground out. Retires Adams. The Spartans do strike for 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the third, due up for the Lakers when we return. It'll be 9-1-2. Crump, Jermaine, Barker due up when we return. You're listening to Laker Baseball on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Look, the big new Old National Bank in town is just trying to make a go for it. But they have a lot of shareholders to please down in Chicago. At Midwest Bank, your local bank, the only person we have to please is you. So we employ people here. We invest in people here. We build businesses here. And if that's the kind of thing you want from your financial institution, we welcome you here to Midwest Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
B&M Electric, a full-service electrical contractor that's built a reputation on honesty and service, providing top-quality service at a reasonable price and long-lasting relationships with the best general contractors in the area. B&M Electric is proud that home and business owners alike call them year after year for their electrical needs. The biggest compliment? When their customers refer them to friends. Over 35 years in the business, licensed and bonded. Good luck to all the Laker athletes from Mike and Brenda at B&M Electric.
And welcome back to DLHS, the Lakers and the Spartans battling in baseball. We are in the bottom of the third inning, 5-1, Rocori leading Detroit Lakes. Game 1 of 2 today. We'll have just the first game on the radio and on YouTube. We'll have Wild Hockey coming up, 6:30 start time. Wild taking on the Dallas Stars, Game 6. Wild leading the series 3-2 after a win in Dallas in Game 5. Corbin Crump, the batter, in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch was a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, ground ball, shortstop. Hanging up with it, throw to first, in time. Nice play, 6-3 ground out, retires Corbin Crump, and there's one away. At the top of the order, Noah Germain, he grounded out to short in his last at-bat. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, should be a fun Wild game tonight. Have you been watching, Cale?
I have. What did you think about the interference call on Boldy last game?
The interference call on Boldy. I remember that one. Did they score on it?
They scored on it and they called it back, yeah.
Ground ball, shortstop, hang up with it, throw to first, in time, 6-3 ground out. I thought was it interference that they called on, or no, they called unsportsmanlike on Hartman when Janie Benn comes and cross-checks him in the head. I thought that was ludicrous.
It was a game of some calls. I'm glad Boldy got his back, though.
Or are you talking about the goal that they called back?
Yes.
The goalie interference. Yes. Yeah, here's a pop-up, and that's the final one. We'll talk about it in the fourth inning. Here's a pop-up. Barker, 1-2-3, down go the Lakers in the bottom of the inning of number 3. 5-1 our score on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. It's the Rocori Spartans 5, Detroit Lakes 1. You're listening to Laker Baseball on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV 3.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Top of the fourth inning, Detroit Lakes trailing 5-1. Dylan Barker remains on the mound for the Lakers. Spartans scored a run in the first inning, 3 in the second, and 1 in the third inning. We'll have Wild Hockey 6:10 pregame show for you here on KDLM. Yeah, so talking about the Matt Boldy, the interference. I thought it was, he did move the leg pad.
That's true.
Of Jake Ottinger, so
it's such a
by the letter of the law, I guess it is.
It is one of those calls though where it almost feels like there isn't a set precedence. They let it go sometimes. Sometimes they call it. In a playoff game, it is probably best that they did. It probably would have caused a little bit more controversy if they didn't. But you hate to see it as a Wild fan. But I'm glad they got the win.
Yeah, we'll see if they can take Game 6 tonight. It's been a fun series. Bunt attempt. No, pulling back on the bunt attempt is Blake Kelly. Kelly had a RBI double in the second inning. Pitch to Kelly. This is low, 2-0. Yeah, for the Wild, if they can make it through Dallas, then they get Colorado in the next round.
Oh.
One of the best teams in the NHL. It doesn't get any easier in the next round. Dallas Colorado swept L.A. in their series. This ball is grounded through into the outfield for a base hit, Blake Kelly. Kelly, number 9 batter, he's done a nice job here tonight. He takes second as well. Heads up play for Kelly. Give him a single and then advances to second base.
Yeah, when they're on the baseline there, they really do have their heads on their shoulders. The second that they even think they can get it, they are off to the races. And I know we got a track event going on over here, but it sometimes feels like we're watching a 100-meter sprint here every single time they take off.
Yeah, Rocori not afraid to push it here today. Pitch misses outside. Cal Cal Haying. He had an RBI triple last time he was at the plate. He's also grounded out, 1 for 2 today. The run driven in. Barker comes set. The 0-1 pitch. It's called strike.
Oh, he's running.
Runner takes off for third, and he's safe at third. Kelly takes off at second base. The Lakers got to wake up a little bit as Spartans just, again, very aggressive on the base paths. And now they're going to put the infield in. So infield in on the grass. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball. And it gets into the outfield. Run will come in to score. It's a base hit for Haying. And it's now 6-1. So that's a tough one there as Barker got ahead in the count 0-2. And on 0-2, Haying able to hit one into the outfield for a base hit.
Yeah, it's just going back to that. It's with, every step forward it feels like, you take 2 steps back, unfortunately. And that seems to be kind of the theme of the game so far.
Yeah, it's been very aggressive base running by the Spartans. And, again, the aggressiveness by Kelly to go from a single to a double and then to steal third and then standing at third, able to come in easily with a ball hit in the outfield as we get Mark Gulseth out to, looks like he's going to make a pitching change. We'll take a break. We are in the 4th inning, and the Rocori Spartans lead Detroit Lakes 6-1 on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. New pitcher to talk about when we return here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Roll-off containers from Haug Incorporated are perfect for any project. Don't let your project become bigger than you thought it'd be. Maybe you're in need of Haug's roll-off containers for your construction projects. Haug significantly reduces disposal costs often made by big, bulky trailers while doing the dirty job of taking the debris away for you. The big roll-off containers will handle your demolition, no problem. Call Haug Incorporated today for your roll-off containers. 218-847-7391.
Winter at the lakes should be cozy, not chilly. If your furnace is acting up or your home just isn't staying warm, turn to the kind, knowledgeable team at Laney's at the Lakes. Their friendly employees treat you and your home with care, providing reliable heating service you can feel good about. From routine heating system checkups to timely repairs, they're here to keep your home warm and comfortable all winter long. Laney's at the Lakes. Heating you can trust from people who care. Call today, 847-1309.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
And welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School. It's about to the top of the hour. You're in tune to KDLM Detroit Lakes, 1340 AM, 93.1 FM, 96.9 FM. So appreciate all those that are tuning in on our YouTube page, Lakes TV3. It's nice to have that component this season. It's been fun all through fall sports, winter sports, and now into the spring sports season as well. Having the video side of things to go along with our radio broadcast. All right, we are in the 4th inning. New pitcher is Caden Salber. Dylan Barker moves from pitcher to second, and Salber, who was playing second, moves to pitcher. That's the only changes that we see. Ball ripped. Foul ball. Very close to being a fair ball. That would have been a tough one for the left fielder. It was way in the corner there of left field.
And that was a rocket that he hit out there, too. That would have went for a little while if it wouldn't have been stopped.
The batter is Caleb Maddox. Cal Haying is on at first base. 1 run has scored already in this half inning for the Spartans, and they lead 6-1. Salber pickoff attempt. Haying back in safely at first. 0-1 count to Caleb Maddox. He's been hit by a pitch and has struck out so far as he hits this one into left center field. Hatch comes in on it, and it lands down for a hit. Throw to second to try to get the lead runner, but in safely at second is Haying. So it's a single for Caleb Maddox, and now it's Cooper Notch. So 3 singles to start this half inning off for Rocori.
Yeah, Rocori's, they're setting their pace, and that's, I think, the main issue here is, I mean, they're doing whatever they want out there. You know, it's they're able to really capitalize on all aspects of the game when they've got their tempo in place, and it's been really aggressive.
First pitch is a called strike to Cooper Notch. Pop up, right field. In on it is Germain. He makes the catch. Oh, that ball almost got away from Berg, but good backup by the pitcher, Selber. Keeps the runners at first and second. So fly out to right, retires Cooper Notch. Now Xander Folkerts digs in. He's singled and grounded out so far.
And we're starting to get a little bit more wind. We can feel that. How does that kind of, is there a level at when it starts kind of making a difference in the game, or does any wind at all kind of make a difference on that?
I think it has a huge impact on fly balls and balls hit in the outfield, more so than the infielders. I don't think the infield really has much of an effect, but it is gusting at times, so maybe a crosswind. But I think for the outfielders, it's more of a wild card on any pop-up, as this ball's ripped into left field. This one has a chance, and this one is gone! A 3-run blast for Xander Folkerts, and the Rocori Spartans lead 9-1. That ball ripped, and the wind might have had a factor there.
I was going to say.
The wind is blowing out to left field.
I think the wind had a factor, but again, another rocket there. And they've been doing really well at getting some distance on some of their hits there, and I think it all capitalized right off there. It was a perfect time for it to hit. It was a rocket out there to left field. And, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that if you're the Lakers, right? You know, it's been a tough game. You switch out the pitchers. You try to maybe get a little bit of different, life out there. And it seems like they're trying a few different combinations, and nothing's really giving them life here.
I think you just got to tip your cap to this Rocori Spartans team. They're 4-3 entering play, and you just look at their lineup. I mean, everybody on their lineup has put a ball in play, and almost everybody has scored a run so far in this one. As Noah Olmscheid's at the plate, count is 1-1. So 10-1 now our score after that 3-run homer by Xander Folkerts. Bases are empty after that home run, and the 1-1 pitch is a called strike 1-2. Olmscheid, he's doubled and scored a run. 1-2 pitch, waved at him, is strike 3. Olmscheid goes up, reaching for that pitch out of the zone. First strikeout of the night for Caden Selber. So Dylan Barker, who left earlier this half inning, goes 3 innings, gives up 7 hits, and 4 walks. Ended up getting 2 strikeouts when it was all said and done. He's responsible for 8 of the 10 runs so far by Rocori. The next batter is Nolan Van Looy. He has an RBI single and a walk and a run scored so far. Breaking pitch misses upstairs. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Nolan Van Looy. 2-0 pitch outside, 3-0. Max Fredine on deck for Rocori. 2 gone here in the 4th inning. 3-0 pitch, that's right down the middle. Strike 1, 3-1. Pitch, ball 4.
It's got to be a tough decision for a coach. How, as a coach, do you decide when it's time to switch up your pitcher? It's got to be tough to bring a guy out there when he's already having maybe not the best game in the world and switch him out to maybe find something. Again, that's got to be one of those judgment calls you got to make as a coach. That's not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to just the body language that your pitcher is putting out, how many pitches that he's thrown, if there's a pitch count on him, You want to get around 100 pitches. But I think more so the body language, and just you don't want to shatter a kid's confidence either.
Oh, no doubt.
And so, one pitch that's in the dirt for ball, 1-1. I think that's one thing to keep in mind. I know the Lakers, they're 0-7, but it's kids out there, trying their best, and very easy for kids nowadays not to put themselves out there and put themselves in these situations. But, you're down 10-1. This is an opportunity to keep your head up and learning experience for the next game or later in life as well. Here's a pop-up shortstop Goodrich underneath it. Makes the catch for the final out. Pop out to short, retires Max Verdeen. The Spartans do strike for 4 runs in this half inning. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Due up for the Lakers when we return. It'll be the heart of the order, 3-4-5. Riding, Goodrich, and Germain due up when we return. You're listening to Laker Baseball right here on the station you can count on, KDLM. Streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Planning your golf outings for the season? Come play Black Diamond Golf Course at Forest Hills Resort, Minnesota's only black sand course. Challenge yourself on our beautiful 18-hole championship layout, where rolling hills, scenic wetlands, and towering oak forests make every hole unforgettable. Perfect for golfers of all skill levels, Black Diamond delivers a round you won't find anywhere else. Book your tee times today and come experience golf the way it was meant to be at Black Diamond. Black Diamond Course at Forest Hills Resort.
Shopping for a new vehicle? Be sure to check out the new trucks and SUV selection at Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Muscatel's has the selection, experience, and trusted reputation, ensuring that you will get the very best deal available. Whether you're buying or leasing, check out Muscatel GMC, online or in person. Muscatel GMC on Highway 10 in Detroit Lakes. GMC, we are professional grade.
Welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School. We are in the 4th inning. First pitch swinging is Holden Riding. Left fielder gets called off by the shortstop Hang. 1 pitch, 1 out. Riding set down on a pop out to short. Now Hudson Goodrich at the plate. Goodrich singled and scored his last appearance. Yeah, it feels like it's getting colder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like we've lost some degrees here.
Yeah, I know. I think we may have. It may just be exposure too. We've been out here for a little bit as time goes on.
Feels like 43 with the wind.
Yeah, I think we saw some birds fly back down south in real time here. I think they
getting out of here.
Yeah,
I'll blame them.
They'll come back next month.
Goodrich watched the first pitch for a strike. The second pitch is fouled over towards the Laker dugout. Count is 0-2 to Hudson Goodrich.
So Charlie, you got to tell me, where was the go-to spot? Everybody has that spot for sports teams. Where did you go to eat after the game? Did you have a spot, or was it just?
Well, that's a good question. We always ate before the games.
You didn't do dinners afterwards?
We did dinners before the game.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why we didn't win very much. We were too full on pizza. 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. We had a pizza place, my hometown. I always go to. Fill up on carbs and pasta, whatever else.
Absolutely.
2-2 pitch, ripped center field and down for a base hit. Hang gave it a look. He got some good jumps at short, but over his glove at shortstop, and it's a base hit for Hudson Goodrich. He's 2 for 2 today.
Great placement on that ball there.
Good start for Hudson Goodrich. Now Landon Germain will be at the plate. Germain struck out swinging in his last at-bat. He had a good at-bat, though. Just couldn't keep off the high heat that we've seen from Logan Adams today. Foul ball. 0-1. Got to be alert if you're Goodrich at first base. Good pickoff move by Adams. His pitch misses out. It's outside. 1-1. Adams has picked off 1 base runner so far. 1 ball, 1 strike count. 10-1 our score. Rocori leads Detroit Lakes. Called strike 2, 1-2. Eli Hatch on deck for the Lakers. One-two pitch, wave that miss, strike 3. Second out. How about you? What's your go-to food?
It was Applebee's, actually, the 2 for $20. When it was still the 2 for $20, it was a great post-game meal. We always used to load up in there, and it was a time too. You know, being a 18, 17-year-old, you could always tell the waiter knew, or the waitress, that you were going to walk in, probably leave $5 for the group, you know, as a tip. It was a rough time, but it was, you know, Applebee's. I got to give them their laurels here. A lot of food, wasn't that expensive. Kind of the perfect duo there for after a game. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, you're good. You're Applebee's good salesman here.
Oh yeah, it's not an advertisement.
They're not a sponsor. We need to.
Not yet. No.
So we're gonna miss strike 1. 1-1 the count here to Eli Hatch. Wesley Berg on deck.
So what are some things they can do? Because this is obviously not going in their favor at the moment, to build confidence in this game. You know, there's still another game after this that they're going to be playing. How do they build that confidence up to go into the next game and treat it like it's a brand new 0-0 slate?
Yeah, I think it's all, you know, between the ears. You just got to have that mindset, right? Next pitch mentality. This game obviously hasn't went your way, but focus on what you can control. I think that's part of the problem that, you know, teams run into is you start trying to do something that you can't control, and just got to pick each other up and keep things positive. You know, right now, not hearing a lot of talking from the Laker dugout. I'd like to hear. I know you're down by 9 runs, but it's kind of quiet. Some chatter going. It's where a captain on your team, you know, steps up and leads the charge as well. This pitch misses inside for ball 4. So Lakers with some base runners here. Runners at first and second. As Hatch draws a walk. Wesley Berg, next batter. Berg had maybe the hardest hit by any Laker so far in the game. He lined out to left in his last at-bat. He had a good hit, but it was right in the glove of the left fielder, Xander Folkerts.
Oh, it could have been a dangerous hit, too, for them. They could have really built something off of that. Again, really close. And Rocori's been playing very well defensively so far.
Yeah, this is a Rocori team that they have eyes on a section championship, trying to get down to state. They've been no stranger to state in their school's history. Detroit Lakes still looking for a team to make it down to state. They've yet to represent at the state tournament in baseball in school's history. Foul ball.
And it really does start with games like these where, you know, you have to kind of find that fire when things are looking kind of dark. You got to find that light and push through.
Good battle here by Wesley Berg. 0-2 count. Runners at first and second. Lakers down by 9. Oh, did he start to come forward? No. Left the leg up there long enough to get the fake throw to second. Sometimes you worry about a balk in that situation where you start to come back towards home plate. 0-2 pitch is popped up right center field. Tough play for the center fielder, Maddox, but he gives it to Van Looy, who makes the catch for the out. So Lakers strand 2 runners on base after picking up 1 hit. No runs and 1 hit. No errors and 2 runners left on base. We go to the 5th inning. Due up for the Spartans. When we return, it'll be 8-9-1. Spartans lead on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard 10-1. You're listening to Laker Baseball on Katie Lyman, streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV 3.
Ready to crush your fitness goals? Snap Fitness Detroit Lakes has your back with 24/7 access, high-quality strength and cardio equipment, top-tier functional training, and a supportive community. And don't miss their group classes led by Coach Carly. She brings the motivation you need to every workout. Join him at 1315 Highway 10 West or call 218-844-3822. That's 844-3822. Call today. Snap Fitness Detroit Lakes. Move your body, fuel your mood. A proud supporter of Laker Athletics.
Your shoreline's looking a little sad. J&K Marine fixes that with Beach King docks and lifts built to handle the real lake life. Solid, steady, no wobble, no worries, just a place that actually keeps up with your weekends. Because, let's be honest, the dock, that's where it all goes down. Coffee at sunrise, cannonballs by noon, stories that get better after sunset. Swing in, talk to the guys, get it done, and turn your shoreline into the place where everybody shows up. Beach King docks and lifts at J&K Marine.
Yep. Welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Rocori leads Detroit Lakes 10-1 on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. Due up for the Spartans here in the top of the 5th. It'll be Logan Adams, Blake Kelly, and Cal Hang due up. Caden Salber into his 2nd inning of work. Did record a strikeout in the last frame. Adams reached on an air and has grounded out to the pitcher. And actually, we're going to get a change here. It's going to be Grady Brown. So that means the end of the night for Logan Adams. So Grady Brown into the game to hit. We'll see if he pitches as well. So Brown into the game. So Adams, he'll end with 3 strikeouts picked up and just gave up 1 run. 3 hits on tap for a win if the score stays where it's at. 10-1 our score right now. Spartans, if they score 1 run, it would mean that the 10-run rule would be applied. Lakers would have a chance in the bottom of the 5th for rebuttal, but that mercy rule, it's 10 runs after 5. Softball, they have a different rule. They have 10 runs after 5, but they also have 15 after 3. Baseball, it's only 10 runs after 5. Brown watches his pitch miss upstairs for ball 2-0. Caden Salber to Grady Brown. Inside, 3-0. Salber walked 1 batter the last half inning. .30 pitch. It's called strike, 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike to Grady Brown. Ground ball, shortstop, Goodrich. Up with it, throw to first is in time. 6-3 ground out, retires Grady Brown, and there's 1 away.
Starting to see some sun peek through here.
Yeah, it's appreciated. I think it's supposed to start warming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at the forecast.
Yeah, I think we're getting back into those 60s. And we take the 60s. That's good game weather. You know, you're not too warm out there if you're a player on the field. It's kind of that nice Goldilocks zone.
This is great football weather here.
Oh.
This is like a perfect October day, right?
I could see myself in Lambeau Field right now. Could you?
I love Lambeau Field.
It's great.
As a Vikings fan, I love Lambeau Field, especially when the Vikings beat them.
My wife is a Vikings fan. We made a trip to the motherland, and it was a great time. She enjoyed it.
I get it. I understand why Packer fans are Packer fans just by going to Lambeau Field. It's pretty cool place to watch a game.
The beer and the cheese don't hurt.
Great food. 2-1 pitch to the batter, Kelly. Checked his swing. It was a strike. 2-2. Kelly's had a nice day. He's 2 for 2. Run driven in. 2 runs scored as well. He's a fast player as well. Fast runner. Here's this ball fouled away or towards a trailer.
Yeah, fast runner. That's something that applies to, we could almost say that about any Rocori play that we've seen out there today. They have been
speed.
Yeah, all gas and no brakes.
2-2 pitch to Blake Kelly. Outside, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to Blake Kelly with the bases empty and 1 away. 3-2 pitch upstairs, ball 4. Second walk given up by Caden Selber. First in this half inning, Cal Hang, the next batter. He's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Run scored as well. Selber comes set. Runner takes off. No throw by Crump to second. So runner in scoring position now with 1 away. Hang, left-handed batter. Versus a right-handed pitching, Caden Selber. The 1-0 pitch upstairs, 2-0. Are you a mustard guy on your bratwurst or a ketchup guy?
Mustard, relish is good, but I got to say sauerkraut.
Yeah.
If you haven't had a brat with sauerkraut, I know Ryland's looking at me strange, but hey, it is the way to go. I got to say, it is the official way to go.
What about sauerkraut on pizza?
You know, I haven't tried that.
Oh, that's a good way. That's good too.
Ryland's shaking his head no.
3-0 pitch. That's a called strike. 3-1. Zorba's has sauerkraut pizza. Okay. 3-1 pitch. Runner at second. 1 away. Pitch in the dirt, ball 4. So back-to-back walks by Caden Selber.
You know, I kind of expected Rocori to maybe come out a little more aggressive here, but they've been playing very patient. I mean, they know just as well as everyone else does. They just need that one run, and then they're set to go. If they obviously hold Detroit Lakes from scoring in the next period here, so. They've been playing very patiently, and it's been kind of a common theme with that aggression today.
Yeah, they're a nice team. Solid defensively. Pickoff attempt at second base. Kelly back in safely. Silver's pitch to Caleb Maddox. This one's ripped into left field, and that's gone! A 3-run homer for Caleb Maddox. And it's 13-1, Rocori.
That was one of those hits you could tell from the moment that it left his bat. It was going the way.
3-run blast for Caleb Maddox. Rocori leads 13-1. Yeah, no doubter there by Caleb Maddox. And now Cooper Notch, he's flown out to right field. He's walked twice. No doubter there for Caleb Maddox.
You know, that's got to be a top sports sound right there, the ding of a bat when you know that that's going the distance. It's up there with the swish.
And the feel of the bat, you know, when you hit one like that, it doesn't even feel like you made contact. It just feels like it was nothing there. When you hit it on the sweet spot of the bat. 0-1 the count to Cooper Notch. Pitch misses upstairs. 1-1. Second home run that we've seen from this Rocori team. Xander Folkert's home run, 4th inning. 1-1 pitch misses outside, 2-1. One, it goes to 2-2. Pitch coming up to Folkerts. Breaking pitch. Fouled away. Actually, this is Notch, I'm sorry. Notch fouls it away. Folkerts is on deck. Do the 2-2 again. 2-2 pitch. Outside. 3-2. Corey 4-3 entering play today. They're 3-0 in section play. 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. So strikeout for Caden Selber's second strikeout recorded. Now it's Xander Folkerts. Right now, as you look at the section, Wilmer is atop the section, according to the QRF. They're 6-2 overall. Sartell second at 8-3. Rocori fourth. Little Falls fifth at 7-3. Sauk Rapids, Albany, Fergus Falls, Hutchinson, and then DL. First pitch to, we have a new batter, number 4. Reese Kalla into the game for Folkerts. Count is 2-0 to Kalla. The base is empty and 2 away. 2-0 pitch. Misses in the dirt. 3-0. Selber trying to find that strike zone. He did have a strikeout in the last batter, but then down in the count. 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Line drive base hit for Kalla on 3-0. He rips it into left center field. That one reaches the fence as well. Kalla's in safely at second with a stand-up double. So Kalla off the bench cold comes in and hits a double, and this inning continues.
Yeah, that was again great placement again by Rocori there. I mean, it was probably dropped right in the middle between the two guys out there, and it was from the second he hit it, it was the spacing on there. He had all the time in the world to get a second. He could have got him to third if he really wanted to.
Next batter is Mateo Ruiz. He comes in for Noah Almscheid. First at bat for Ruiz. He was a courtesy runner earlier in the game. Courtesy ran for Logan Adams, scored a run. He rips this ball into left field. This one is going to hang up there long enough, though. No, it's going to get past the left fielder. Run will come in to score. 14-1 our score. Kalla scoring from second. That ball drifted in left field on Ryan Kramer, who's the new left fielder for the Lakers.
Yeah, that zone's been getting punished pretty hard today. You know, I mean, we've been looking at that area they've been hitting out there. It's been a lot's been let through, and they've been finding a lot of success hitting in left field for sure. So I mean, it's something that, you know, in the next game they may try to exploit as well. We won't be covering it obviously, but you know, maybe that's something they're going to try to exploit later on as well.
Yeah, game 2 coming up here in just a little bit. We're just scheduled to broadcast this first game of the doubleheader. Was fouled away by Nolan Van Looy. 0-2 to Van Looy. Van Looy, he's driven in a run. He's walked twice and scored a run. Down in the count here, 0-2. See if Selber can punch him out. The 0-2 pitch. Popped up foul and out of play. To 1 our score. Rocori has scored 4 runs here in this 5th inning. Go along with 4 runs in the 4th, 1 run in the 3rd, 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 1st. Foul ball back to the fence. Count stays 0-2. The 0-2 pitch by Selber in the dirt for ball. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch by Selber to Van Looy. Ground ball into the outfield. They'll wave the runner from second to score, and it's 15-1. Rocori. Van Looy tries to take second. He's thrown out at second base. But the damage has been done. 5 runs come across here for the Rocori Spartans. On 1, 2, 3 hits. I'm gonna make that 4 hits. So 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. The Lakers trailing 15-1 on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. 8, 9, and 1 due up when we return. You're listening to Laker Baseball on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Planning your golf outings for the season? Come play Black Diamond Golf Course at Forest Hills Resort, Minnesota's only black sand course. Challenge yourself on our beautiful 18-hole championship layout, where rolling hills, scenic wetlands, and towering oak forests make every hole unforgettable. Perfect for golfers of all skill levels, Black Diamond delivers a round you won't find anywhere else. Book your tee times today and come experience golf the way it was meant to be at Black Diamond. Black Diamond Course at Forest Hills Resort.
Shopping for a new vehicle? Be sure to check out the new trucks and SUV selection at Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Muscatel's has the selection, experience, and trusted reputation, ensuring that you will get the very best deal available. Whether you're buying or leasing, check out Muscatel GMC, online or in person. Muscatel GMC on Highway 10 in Detroit Lakes. GMC, we are professional grade.
Bottom of the fifth inning, and the Lakers need to score some runs. They need to score 5 runs to keep this game going. Right now down by 14, 15-1 our score. Line drive, base hit for Caden Selber. His first hit of the afternoon. And now it's Corbin Crump, the next batter. He's grounded out. His first and only appearance. Runner at first with nobody out. Corbin Crump at the plate.
That's a good walkout song there. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. That's a that's a new one.
Logan Adams is the pitcher still. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Or no, first strike. That's strike 1. My apologies. Runner at first, the 0-1 pitch inside to Corbin Crump. Now 1-1. A little bit more sun exposure here now.
It's making its guest appearance for sure, yeah.
Ground ball up the middle. Could be double play. Touch on the bag for 1 at second. Throw to first in time. 6-4-3 ground double play. Retires Crump. And that is the second out. And the Lakers are down to the final out here in this half inning.
Yeah, in a position like that, that's a tough area to swing to, right?
Yeah, nice play. And that's a nice shortstop. Cal Hang is a nice shortstop. He's made some nice throws from that spot and alertly fields the ball, touches the bag at second, and then good sling to first base to get Corbin Crump. Next batter is Noah Germain. He watches the first pitch miss upstairs for ball 1-0. So base is empty, 2 away. 15-1 our score. Lakers down to their final out here. Germain is grounded out twice to the shortstop. He's 0 for 2. 1-0 pitch upstairs, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Noah Germain with Dylan Barker on deck. 2-0 pitch inside, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes to Noah Germain. He watches this pitch miss low for a ball. And that is the first walk given up by Logan Adams in this ball. No, excuse me, second walk given up in this ball game by Logan Adams. He walked Eli Hatch earlier. And now Dylan Barker at the plate. Barker has reached on an air, then it was picked off, and then has popped out to the pitcher. And the first pitch is a called strike 1, 0-1 to Dylan Barker, who started the game as the pitcher for the Lakers. Was relieved in the 4th inning. 1 pitch to Barker. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Lakers are down to their final strike. Barker will have to protect on 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Ooh, hit the helmet? Or hit the bat, rather.
It looks like it may have just hit the bat there,
hit the bat. As he tried to duck out of the way of the ball, his bat was still up in the air, and
it's a scary
contact.
sight. Yeah, it's a very scary sight right there. It's
by the noise of the bat being plunked. I thought it was the helmet of Barker, but thankfully it's just the bat, so it's a foul ball. That's called strike 3, and the game has come to an end. The Rocori Spartans take down the Lakers. Riley gets a cheeseburger as we wrap things up here. 15-1, our final on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. The Rocori Spartans over the Lakers here in this ball game. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our post-game show next here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Fall is the season of cozy nights, crisp mornings, and gathering where it feels most like home. Why not find your happy place right where the leaves fall? Whether it's a cabin at the lake or your forever family home, My Kind of Bank makes it easy. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and friendly local experts, they'll guide you through every step of the home buying journey. Buying, refinancing, or upgrading, My Kind of Bank is ready when you are. Visit mykindofbank.com or stop by today. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
A Foltz building speaks for itself, but our customers say it best. This is Nick Bowers with Foltz Buildings in Detroit Lakes. From garages to commercial spaces, machine storage to toy storage, our experienced team delivers top quality construction tailored to your needs. See our work firsthand. Visit our models any day of the week on Highway 10 West in Detroit Lakes. Call 218-847-3281 for a free estimate. And read real customer reviews at foltzbuildings.com.
Principal Mortgage Group Incorporated, number 194185, a locally owned mortgage broker committed to providing clients with excellent customer service, combined with competitive mortgage rates. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, purchasing or building your dream home, refinancing an outstanding mortgage, consolidating debt, our highly experienced team of mortgage professionals can help make your dreams come true. Contact Craig, NMLS number 195006, Rob, NMLS number 320509, or Julia, NMLS 537109 at 844-7466. From the first little Laker to the now senior Lakers, Lake Sports Shop has been equipping those kids with the best and safest equipment in the Lakes area. Lake Sports Shop in Detroit Lakes, also proud to be the best location for hunting gear, winter gear, summer water toys, birthday gifts, holiday gifts, and just your all-around Lake Sports Shop. Good luck to all of the Laker athletes, whether you're just starting out or now seniors. Lake Sports Shop in Detroit Lakes, a proud sponsor of all Laker athletes.
Saving energy and money go hand in hand, and Detroit Lakes Public Utilities is here to help you do both. Their Bright Energy Solutions program offers cash rebates on energy-efficient products that can help make your home more comfortable, reduce energy costs, and protect the environment, all while saving you money. From Energy Star appliance upgrades to advanced heating and cooling systems, there's plenty of opportunities to make a meaningful change in 2025. Learn all the ways you can save this year by contacting Detroit Lakes Public Utilities or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Lake Shirts has been named the Lakes area's best place to work for years now, and with good reason. Friendly people, casual dress, flexible scheduling, great profit sharing, and dogs at work are just a few of the ways that Lake Shirts stands out. And Lake Shirts is currently looking for great people like you to join their team for part-time and full-time positions. Check out all of the current openings at lakeshirts.com and come see why life's better in a t-shirt. Lake Shirts, a proud sponsor of Laker Sports.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
And welcome back here to Detroit Lakes High School. Game 1 of our doubleheader in the books. The Rocori Spartans defeat Detroit Lakes in 5 innings. Here in Game 1, final score 15-1. Winning pitcher for the Rocori Spartans was Logan Adams. He goes 5 innings, allows 1 run, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Offensively for the Lakers, it was a tough one in that first game. Hudson Goodrich was a standout. He went 2 for 2 with a run scored. Eli Hatch, he singled and walked, and Caden Salber had a single and was grounded out, but tough one in that offense for the Lakers. On the other side, the Rocori Spartans, Detroit Lakes scored their one run in the second inning. Again, that was Hudson Goodrich scoring in the second inning. For the Rocori Spartans, they scored 1 run in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth, and then 5 in the fifth. As some standouts for them, Xander Folkerts, he had a 3-run homer in the fourth inning. Caleb Maddox, he had a 3-run homer in the fifth inning. Also saw some good offense from Cal Hing. He had an RBI triple. Blake Kelly, he went 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored, a double, a triple, and an RBI to his credit as well. Nolan Van Looy, an RBI and a single. Actually 2 RBIs and 2 singles for Nolan Van Looy. So all around, just a great performance offensively for this Rocori Spartans team. And looking at defensively, their only error was a third baseman error throw on a throw to first. But other than that, good solid defense by Rocori in this one as they get the win. 15-1 our final on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. We'll take a break. Our final break, and be back to wrap things up with our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game right after this.
Hey Lakers fans, our community is lucky to have athletes that display such great teamwork, dedication, and work ethic. At SJE, we look for these same qualities as we build our team and grow our business. We're always looking for passionate team players. If that sounds like a fit for you, consider joining our team today. With multiple open positions and flexible hours, you're sure to find a spot on our roster. Join today by applying at sje.com/careers. For 50 years, we have been proud to be SJE. And good luck, Lakers!
Good luck to our Lakers from everyone at West River Dental. When you visit West River Dental, your smile is their top priority. Their dentist, Dr. John Jordan, along with their entire team, is dedicated to their patients' comfort and well-being. Building a foundation of trust is vital to their success. It's their goal to provide exceptional dental care through individualized service and education for each patient. At West River Dental, they utilize the most advanced dental technology and procedures to ensure a positive dental experience. Good luck, Lakers, from West River Dental.
Detroit Lakes High School is giving students new opportunities to get out of class and get hands-on learning and experience. The Youth Skills Training Program at DLHS encourages, promotes, and supports the development of local partnerships between schools, employers, and community organizations. Students can choose from plant science and greenhouse management, advanced manufacturing, and the Certified Nursing Assistant Program. For more information, call Vern Schnathorst, 218-849-6110. Academies of Detroit Lakes. My future, my course.
Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair on 8th Street in Detroit Lakes is your all-around auto repair. Jeff services fifth wheel hitches, 4 and 5-inch diesel exhausts, gooseneck hitches, brakes, shocks and struts, custom dual exhausts, and mufflers. Jeff's work is fully guaranteed and is now a 3-family member business. Call for an appointment today, 846-9318. Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair in Detroit Lakes, 846-9318.
Lake Shirts has been named the Lakes area's best place to work for years now, and with good reason. Friendly people, casual dress, flexible scheduling, great profit sharing, and dogs at work are just a few of the ways that Lake Shirts stands out. And Lake Shirts is currently looking for great people like you to join their team for part-time and full-time positions. Check out all of the current openings at lakeshirts.com and come see why life's better in a t-shirt. Lake Shirts, a proud sponsor of Laker Sports.
Final score on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, 15-1. Rocori defeats Detroit Lakes here in this ball game. They are scheduled to play another game. We won't have that on the airwaves for you. We're scheduled to have some Wild hockey coming up at 6:10. Wild taking on the Dallas Stars in Game 6. But hopefully the Lakers can bounce back. A tough one here, Cale, in the first game of this doubleheader. But like kind of what we're talking about, that's a good Rocori team. They're ultra aggressive on the base paths. They earned that win today, and Detroit Lakes, as we talked about as well, you just got to forget about it and move on to the next game.
Yeah, and they, like you said, Rocori, they earned that win wholeheartedly. But on the side of the Lakers, I think it also brings some positives where, you learn from that, and it may not be, the turnaround may not be immediate. It may not be this next game. It may not be a week from now. But a lot of these guys are going to come back next year, the year after, with that experience to know what it's like to come back in a tough game like this and still be able to give it their all. It's going to pay off a lot more as they move on throughout their careers in high school.
Lakers again fall to 0-8 on the season. Let's get to our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game, and we're going to go with Hudson Goodrich for Detroit Lakes. 2 for 2 offensively for this Laker team, and he scored the lone run for the Lakers on the base paths. And, of course, playing that shortstop position, always a tough position, but almost kind of like the quarterback of the infield. So Hudson Goodrich, he's our player of the game, brought to you by Muscatel GMC. And a wrap for our broadcast. The Rocori Spartans moved to 5-3 on the season. Lakers fall to 0-8. Final on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, 15-1 for Cale Daniels and Ryland Mills. I'm Charlie Newland signing off here from Detroit Lakes High School. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll talk again soon.